glad to be here. For those of you that don't know, 10,000 Degrees is a college success program for low-income students, almost all of whom will be first in their family to graduate college. And by definition, most of them are BIPOC. I manage the academic support program, which in non-pandemic years has about 200 volunteers deployed across 32 Title I schools in Marin County, tutoring students in classrooms. Starting a year ago, we weren't able to do that. And so in part of our pivot to online tutoring, we were talking to Emily and Julia and came up with the idea that I would partner with Professor Cindy Taylor and her Evolution of Human Cultures class. Selfishly, it enabled me to keep some seasoned volunteers engaged. And as a result, my volunteers and I learned how we can better incorporate the concepts of cultural humility and allyship into our training and our program. And what we did was the volunteers and I co-learned with the students. We did almost all of the coursework. We did not have to turn in the assignments, which was lucky for us. And then every Wednesday this spring, we met in small groups with students to talk about what we'd learned that week, so which really helped reinforce the learning. We really tried hard to provoke some critical thinking and talk about how what we'd learned related to current events that we might have experienced in our own lifetimes or not. So one of the outstanding students in my group was Tiffany Chu, and I'm delighted she can join us today to tell you about her experience.
Hi, everyone. My name's Tiffany Chu, and I'm a graduating senior that's majoring in global public health. And today I'll be sharing my experiences in the service learning class I took called The Evolution of Human Cultures with Dr. Taylor. As a global public health student, I was not unfamiliar with the concept of social issues. Throughout my education at Dominican, we constantly looked at health outcomes and how they were linked with social economic status. Unsurprisingly, the population suffering from chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease or metabolic syndromes were minorities from poorer neighborhoods. This class helped me gain some insight into why that is by looking at systemic racism and questioning these policies. This class also made me reflect on my personal experiences. Yes, technically I'm a person of color. However, I realized how much I also benefit from white privilege as a Chinese American. I felt uncomfortable while exploring themes on social injustices. This class taught me that I should strive to learn how to deal with these feelings and to continue to pursue the journey that is cultural humility. I'm currently looking to start my career in public health, and this class has made me want to help the underserved communities reach better health outcomes. I believe that my role is to continue to have all these conversations with people of all different backgrounds to try and bring these issues onto the radar for more people and to actively become a better ally. As we know, the pandemic affected our classroom experiences within the last year. I think that my experience this year with the service learning community engagement was actually extremely beneficial. I met with my partner Judy at 10,000 Degrees and discussed the literature we were assigned weekly about cultural wealth and communities, cultural humility, as well as what culture means to each of us. Seeing how eager many of us are to become better allies, to learn more about other people's cultures, and to try and understand the lens they view the world gives me hope. With each generation, more and more of us will practice engaging in our communities with an open mind and an open heart. To finish up, I'd like to share a quote with you all today. Robert Allen, an American writer and social activist, stated, "Cultural differences should not separate us from each other, but rather cultural diversity brings a collective strength that can benefit all of humanity." Thank you.